Hello YouTube. Welcome to the show. Today we play the last case of John Morley. I do believe he's gonna have a very bad day. I'm just guessing. It's his last case. So something bad has to have happened. I don't know. He maybe dies. We won't know until the end probably. But I'm gonna assume it's a very bad day. We are currently giving Aristotle here some pre-gaming cuddles. Because Aristotle loves his pre-game kitty cuddles. And then we'll get into some John Morley. Right now we're listening to the lovely opening scene of this game. I wonder if they ever fixed like the controller thing from... We played like the demo during Next Fest, and I had to like turn the sensitivity down because woo! You could spin your character so fast. It was pretty fun. My nephew will put his sensitivity that high when he's playing like Fortnite, and they'll just be spinning with their friends, and it's just like it's an insane sensitivity. But some people like it that sensitive. Isn't that right? Oh, my leg is starting to fall asleep. Because I have it like up here. So I can hold him. Have support for holding him. If I put my leg down, it gets harder to hold him. He's too big for my lap. You fluff balls. He feels. Look at him, he knows. Because my leg moved. And he's like, oh, that means we're probably... Oh. Now he's like, never mind. I don't think she's gonna... It's like, I will. I will put you on the blanket. You're gonna go on the little blanket, sir. Here we go. But, here we go. Last case of John Morley. Did get the game through Keymailer. We requested it. Gave it to us, which we're super excited about. We do love a good game. I'm hoping this one's awesome. I like a nice detective game. I don't play them off like as much as I should. Well, horror games are often detective games, right? Hi Pete, welcome in. Horror games are like detective games. I play a lot of horror games. So, look what I got, Pete. I don't know if you remember when I was playing Yakuza, the Kiwamis. Join the team. We build shit. It's Majima's construction company. You know? Now hiring buff dudes and tough guys. We need to get back to the Yakuza series eventually. We'll get there. We'll get there. The games are way too good. Like, the drama, the story, the way they talk, like, they're so good. So good. Everyone should play the Yakuza games. There's like a million of them, though. So, if you're like scared of like where to start, and if you only play one, I would probably say play 0. But the director's cut, I heard they changed some things, and some people that died, they're now alive in the director's cut. And it just has me going like, wait, why? And who? It changes things. Right? It changes things. Okay, we need to check game capture. Change it over to the last case of John Morley. And here we are. We're playing it. It's like, where do I want to put that? Mm-mm-mm. I think we're ready for a game. Let's see, we're in windowed mode. This is all good. This is all good. My ribs hurt. We're on epic everything. Motion blur is off. We don't like motion blur. We don't like it. Lens flares. I mean, what actors or what movie the person he does lens flares? Bloom. This is what it looks like when I'm outside. This. Are we just trying to make it like? This is what we see when you have like the astigmatism. You also have like little shots of light coming out of everything. Like that. That's there. It's pretty cool. Coming into my headset. J.J. Abrams, yes! He loves his lens flares. But I'm guessing he's also has an astigmatism. Because, yeah. I do believe... I'm wondering if the sensitivity is low, like when we played the demo. Anyways, new game. In the depths of darkness, he awoke with a start. Heart pounding in his chest, the cold earth beneath him unfamiliar and damp. Darkness surrounded him, thick and oppressive, the kind that swallowed every sound except his own ragged breathing. He tried to gather his thoughts, but they were scattered, lost in the fog of confusion and fear. Where was he? How had he gotten here? His legs trembled as he forced himself to stand, the weight of an unknown terror pressing down on him. Somewhere, in the depths of the trees, he could hear it. Something was following. Very bad day. Time buries all truths beneath shadows, but the past always has a way of clawing its way back to the surface, demanding to be heard, no matter the cost. Someone's breathing in our ears.
Where am I?
Yeah, I think it has the settings from when I played the demo.
It's following me. I can feel it.
Jump. Do we need to take this lamp with us? It's kind of dark. We should take this lamp with us. It's a little dark. Oh, whatever. We can't take the lamp with us. Who left these lamps? Sir, this is a fire hazard. We can start a forest fire. Smokey the Bear is disappointed in you.
I shouldn't have taken such a risk.
Oh, I have to hold the button. That's an odd button. Can I hold a different one? Oh, yay. There's two different buttons I can press. I can either hold down the joystick or hold LB.
That sound. It's coming from the river.
I feel like the graphics might be... Let's take it to high. I feel like we were getting a little screen tearing. Much better. I'm also streaming it, so sometimes the graphics card, all of it, can get a little overwhelmed. Hello? There's a pretty river over there.
If it catches me, it will show no mercy.
Oh, you're telling me I need to run now? I wasn't scared. Now I'm worried for you.
I know it's hidden somewhere in this forest.
Something on our right.
To see its light soon. At last.
A little cabin?
Gather my strength and plan how to face that monstrous thing.
I was not expecting him to jump out of the building. That got me. We jumped. Last day in the hospital. The piercing light of the morning sun stirred John from his restless sleep. For months, strange nightmares had plagued him, and even the strongest sedatives couldn't dull the weird visions that haunted his mind. Another day in this wretched hospital. His wounds still ached, but he felt no regret. Despite the accident, he brought the culprit of those ghastly crimes to justice. After all, isn't that the duty of any good private detective?
The name's John Morley, private detective, and today is a momentous day. After enduring the most exquisite tortures at the hands of those blasted nurses, and being pumped full of enough medicine to fell an ox, today I'm finally free.
He also sleeps with his
Who would have
feet
thought
out
that
of his
the case
blanket.
of the Red Shoes murder would end the way it
I
did?
do that.
A stormy night, soaked to the skin, wrestling that brainless killer on a rooftop. Then a slip and a 5-story
Wait, was he using a
plunge.
blanket or is he just in a gown?
It appears you're awake at last. We had considerable difficulty rousing you earlier this morning, so I deemed it best to let you rest a while longer.
Well, thank you.
I bring you good news. The latest test results are favorable, and the doctor has authorized your discharge. You are now officially ready to go. I have placed your belongings on the table. Oh, and a lady stopped by this morning with some clothes from the dry cleaner.
Oh. Okay.
I've been having nightmares.
The doctor has prescribed some medication that should help address any residual effects. This should assist in alleviating your nightmares.
Why, thank you. My nephew's home.
belongings? I thought everything was already in the room.
There are a few valuables and some coins we kept for safekeeping. They are in the box on the table.
A woman brought my clothes from the dry cleaner. Was it Penny?
I couldn't say. She arrived quite early, before my shift began. I've placed the garments in the
Welcome home.
wardrobe to keep them from getting
You take Thor
wrinkled.
out, potty?
So I'm better now.
Yes, you are much improved. Both your physical and psychological assessments have been
I like how close she's
satisfactory,
standing.
and there are no impediments to your returning to your normal life.
She has
Now,
like no
if
personal
you'll
space.
excuse me, I have other patients to attend to. I wish you all the best.
Magic doors. I don't think he was actually sleeping under a blanket. I think he's just in a gown.
Blimey, it's nearly noon. I must have lost track of time in those blasted nightmares. I better... Blimey, what a fool I took onto that rain-soaked pavement. And to top it off, with that downpour, I ruined my best suit. But, well, that's all water under the bridge now. Quite literally.
The patient has demonstrated satisfactory improvement in all preoperative objectives. The surgical procedure conducted under protocol EDT-3 has been deemed successful in all respects. Upon completion of final tests and provided that the patient reports feeling physically and mentally prepared, medical discharge is advised. No postoperative observation duty during recovery is recommended to ensure patient stability. I'm sorry, I was distracting myself with this. Oh, we can move it around, up and down, all around.
There's notes from Penny, my secretary. She must have left it here a few days ago while I was still under observation.
I'm awfully sorry, but I just can't keep going like this. You've been laid up in that hospital for ages, and I've been left skint, with no wages coming in for months now. Before, with the state you were in, I couldn't bring myself to say anything. I thought it best to let you get better in peace, but the other day, Dr. Forner rang and said they were finally going to let you out, so I figured it was time to tell you. I haven't been to the office in a month, and believe me, I'll miss Hawthorne Street and that old moldy brick building of ours, but I've got to move on, and you know, even before the accident, you still owe me 3 months' pay. Peter and I are planning to get married, and I need some stability. I hope you understand. I left my key under the doormat. I paid the water and electric bills, so they are in your hands now. Goodbye, John. I wish you all the luck in the world. P.S. A few days ago, an older woman came by asking for you. I told her you might be back at the office this afternoon. She seems quite eager to have a word with you. Penny.
Damn it, Penny. I don't blame her, though. I'm a right mess. I've managed to lose the only 2 things that kept me grounded. Her sound advice, always spot on, and the faint hope that she might dump Peter and give me a chance.
Nephew left my door open, letting all the cold air in. Final review and conclusion. The patient has demonstrated satisfactory improvement.
That's me, the bloodhound Morley.
Bloodhound?
The story of my life. Nearly broke.
We are. Shoes?
I should get myself a pair of Darbies. I usually use the Windsor knot.
What's this?
So the mystery woman who took my clothes to the cleaners was Penny after all. At least, well, looks brand new. The collar's pristine. Rainy and overcast. Typical London weather.
We're in London.
I'm not ready to leave just yet.
What do you mean? We did get dressed. Wait, are we missing a thing? Oh.
Trench coat and fedora hat. Every detective's must have.
We investigated every corner
I
of
better
the
hurry up.
hospital.
Just like Penny says in her note, I might have a new client this afternoon. And with the way things are going, I can't afford to let that slip away.
Are you gonna not talk to me? Oh, wow. They don't want to talk with me.
All right, let's get moving. Today's the first day of the rest of my life.
It's the last day. At last, back to the streets and the cold comforts of foggy old London. The chimneys filled the air with a familiar tang of coal dust, while the rhythmic hum of the small industries in Whitechapel, Stepney, and Southwark rang in his ears like a symphony. Soon he'd be seated in his cluttered, dusty office once more, ready for the next case, perhaps finishing off some forgotten bottle of whiskey tucked away in a drawer, and mourning the irreplaceable loss of his assistant, Penny.
Back again. Feels like stepping into a forgotten paradise. Everything's got that same old charm, and yet feels oddly new.
Why is his belly a globe?
This given me a bit of a new outlook.
Oh,
Maybe I'll take it a
Britannica.
shade easier from now on. Sticking to cases that don't demand a trip to the morgue.
I do believe Charon's case, or Karen's case, whatever, that one is one of their other games. The Naughty Cat. Live jazz, champagne, scandalous nights. Open every night from dusk to dawn. Soho, London. Madame Marquise, tarot reading and psychic visions. Should we go get a tarot reading? Who blocks all of this? Whose stuff is this? Who's dirty? Who's nasty?
Here they are. Penny's keys. Just like it says in her note.
What's the point of putting a key directly under the mat and then locking the door? It's kind of like hilarious. Like no one's gonna like.
Even the coppers missed it.
If someone wants to break
The
in,
slant on the letter E.
they're just gonna look under the mat.
That's what gave away the typist in the black letters case.
Or maybe they'll just break in. They won't even
Cases,
try the mat.
Clients, debts, too many debts.
It's not safe. Like,
Far
might
too
as well
many.
just leave the door unlocked.
This case is worth its weight in gold. Everything you need for a portable lab.
Pretty cool case.
The umbrella with a bullet hole. Souvenir from
Why
the
is it
marksman case.
hanging from there, though?
Nearly lost my hat on that one.
I want to jump onto the couch so I can, like, really see this closer, but, like... Why?
This one's a favorite. The jealous lover solved everything with a few blows from an ashtray. Brutal, but effective.
But it's all covered in blood. Why do you have it on display? Oh my god. Oh, who's that?
So this is Peter. That smug grin's got "punch me" written all over it.
Yeah, I agree.
Penny's desk. I ought to give her a ring and try to sweet talk her into coming back. If this new client brings in some decent dough, maybe I could settle what I owe her and use a little charm to win her over. The murder weapon from the cadaver collector case. Nasty business, that one. The case of the Red Shoes murder. One of the most complicated I've faced. Finally. Case closed.
So her photo's there, her photo's there, her photo's there, and her photo's there. Seven the box? Seven the box. Seven the box. Seven the box. Seven the box. C N the box. Why do I think that, like, ties to the movie with the head in the box? When Gwyneth Paltrow's head was in a box. Brad Pitt.
My desk, strangely tidy. Normally it's buried under papers, notes, bits of evidence. Penny must have wanted to leave everything spick and span before she walked out on me. Another one of my cards. But this one has my last name circled.
That's weird.
The drawer. It's locked. Amazing how this little gadget can reveal the devil in the details.
Oh. M-O-R-L-E-Y. I remember that.
The Scarlet Page. I trust Penny didn't go snooping through my things while I was away.
Yeah, I don't think she's interested in your porn.
Oh, my apologies, madam. I didn't hear you come in. I was a bit distracted.
Good afternoon, Mr. Morley. I trust your assistant informed you of my visit as promised.
My apologies. I was rather engrossed and didn't notice your arrival. To whom do I owe the honor of this meeting?
Lady Margaret Fordside, the 4th Countess of Bloomsbury.
Lady Margaret. Could you tell me what brings you here today? How can I assist you?
I shall endeavor to be as candid as possible. 20 years ago, when my daughter was just 18, she was brutally murdered. It happened at our family estate, Bloomsbury Manor. Someone slipped into the house unnoticed, and upon reaching her room, delivered 5 fatal stab wounds to her chest, lungs, and heart. The police, eager to close the case, hastily blamed and condemned 2 violent thieves who clearly had nothing to do with her death. The investigation was closed, and justice was never served. I am prepared to offer you £30,000 if you take on this case, and a further £30,000 if you can solve it and bring the true killer to light. Tell me, Mr. Morley, will you accept this case?
I understand your distress, Lady Fordside. But before I commit to anything, might I trouble you with a few questions?
By all means, Mr. Morley. Ask whatever you must.
I will. Why now?
A case that's been cold for 20 years. You certainly don't make it easy for me, Lady Margaret. What made you decide to seek out a detective now?
Feel cold.
For over 2 decades, I've fought tirelessly to have the case reopened. To prove that the real murderer escaped justice.
Let's see, which
But
hoodie
all in
should I
vain.
wear?
Neither solicitors nor well-meaning police friends, nor even journalists hungry for a dark story have managed to uncover anything. Then one day, I read about your success in solving the case of the Red Shoes killer. Regrettably, I also learned of the unfortunate incident that left you hospitalized with grievous injuries. On the advice of your secretary, Miss Penny, I waited patiently for your recovery. And now, here I am.
Okay. The wrong man.
Tell me about the men the police arrested. Why are you so certain they weren't guilty?
2 days after the murder, the police arrested a
Much
pair of
better.
violent thieves who were terrorizing the county at the time. Though they swore their innocence in my daughter Elodie's death, their criminal record completely undermined their defense. Seizing the opportunity,
My
the
ribs
police
hurt.
locked them away for their other crimes, and the case was closed. But what has always struck me as suspicious is that nothing
already
was
done this
stolen
part
on
when
the
we
night
did the
my Elodie
demo.
was killed. If those thieves were truly the culprits, why would they murder her and then leave without taking a single piece of silver? It doesn't add up, Mr. Morley.
Are you sure?
Tell me about Bloomsbury Manor.
Yeah, tell
Do
me.
you still reside there?
Everything.
After Elodie's death, I abandoned the estate. I couldn't bear to remain there, to live within those walls. Even now, when I visit the manor, it still feels as though I can hear her footsteps echoing through the halls, her voice humming that old melody. The delusions of an old woman who has mourned her daughter for far too long, Mr. Morley. No mother should ever have to bury her child. Should you accept the case, Bloomsbury Manor would likely be the best place to begin the investigation. I shall not impede your work, as I now reside at Bedford Square, in the heart of the city.
Tell me, were there any witnesses? Did anyone see or hear anything?
It happened at midnight. The house was practically empty at the time, with only a few servants and a guest who was sleeping in the west wing. I was the only one who might have heard something, as my room was next to hers. Unfortunately, I had taken a sleeping draught and fell into a deep slumber. It is a decision I shall regret for the rest of my days.
Understandable.
Well, I believe I have all the information I need to get started. I accept the case and will begin the investigation immediately.
I'm pleased to hear that. My butler will bring you the £30,000 tomorrow morning. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to. Once you uncover the culprit, contact me at once, and I shall promptly deliver the remaining £30,000.
Okay.
Please, Mr. Morley, unravel this harrowing mystery that has tormented me for so long.
I'm on the case. The visit from Countess Margaret Fordside was just what John needed, a case with all the right ingredients to stir his detective instincts. An unsolved murder from 20 years ago, abandoned by the police and their incompetence, and a generous reward awaiting at the end. What more could a man want? On his first day back. The journey to Bloomsbury Manor passed without incident, though the rough, neglected road, ravaged by years of rain and wind, made it for an uncomfortable ride. He arrived under the cover of night. The place was quiet, like the ruins of an old tomb, forgotten and forsaken. Right? He should have negotiated. He should have negotiated. We're getting achievements.
As I made my way through the dense forest path, a haunting silence enveloped the air. It was as though the very night of the crime still lingered here, shrouded in an eerie calm. The manor stood before me, its facade as inscrutable as the shadows that danced in the moonlight. Every step I took felt like a step deeper into the heart of a mystery that refused to be forgotten.
I don't have any feet. Where are my feet? I feel so tall. Is John Morley really tall? Like, or is this gate just very tiny? This is broken over here. Can I go over here? No, I can't go off the path. Ew. I don't think this place has been taken care of, like, at all. Place is unlocked.
Not a sound. The stillness feels heavy, like it's hiding something.
At Westland Asylum, we believe that the path to recovery begins with compassion, understanding, and the most advanced techniques of mental health care. Our institution offers a tranquil haven for those seeking respite from the trials of the mind. Are we already dead? I don't see us in the mirror. I feel like we might already be dead. Your ladyship, I write to you on behalf of Westland Society of Fine Arts regarding the exhibition currently on display at our gallery, which features several works by your daughter, Miss Lady Fordside. While we fully appreciate the remarkable talent and artistry evident in her work, it is with great regret that we must inform you of a matter of concern. Dude's name's Arthur, but it's fine. Several of the Society's patrons, particularly among the more sensitive members of our community, have found Miss Forsyde's paintings to be of a highly disturbing nature. We have received numerous complaints, with mothers remarking that the artwork has caused distress to their children, and some ladies reporting feelings of unease. There is a growing sentiment that the pieces are unsuitable for public exhibition, particularly in a space frequented by young and impressionable minds. It is with utmost respect and consideration that we kindly request that your ladyship to arrange further removal of Miss Forsyte's paintings from the current display. We understand that this may cause disappointment, but we feel it is necessary to preserve the decorum and sensibilities of our gallery's visitors. We would be honored to work with you in finding a more appropriate venue to exhibit Miss Forsyte's art, where her unique vision can be appreciated by a more discerning and prepared audience. We will trust we trust you will understand our position in this delicate manner, and we look forward to hearing from you at your earliest convenience. Yours faithfully, Sir Arthur Wellesley.
It seems Elodie had a passion for art, but her style wasn't exactly well received. Disturbing from the looks of it. This painting, it's rather grim. There's something deeply unsettling about it. Almost like it carries a shadow of its own.
This house has lots of noises.
The door's chained up with a padlock. Looks like I'll need to find the key. A blue moon. Fitting for a place haunted by its own secrets. Looks like the countess left this for me. It could be useful for getting around the place.
I would kindly ask that once the midday service is complete, you grant me a few moments of your time in the library. Joan Merver, the housekeeper.
So, the housekeeper left a note for the countess, asking her to meet here on the day of the murder. I wonder what truly happened during that encounter. Very well. Let's piece the events together, step by step. A globe resting in a beautiful wooden stand. Another painting by Elodie. There's something deeply disturbing about her work.
The eyes.
Lipstick stains. Same shade the countess wore when she visited my office. An empty envelope. The housekeeper's cup is still here. Tea spilled across the table. She never got to drink it.
Has this been sitting here for 20 years?
Looks like someone arranged tea in the library that day. 2 chairs. One of them knocked over. It seems they met here. But something went wrong during the conversation.
I am very angry. After all these years of service, this is how you repay me? Walking away like this?
I'm sorry, madam, but the situation has become unbearable. My bags are already packed.
Ooh, that painting right there is interesting. This one right here, look at it. They're screaming in agony. Agony.
Looks like this is the Fordside family book, showing some of their ancestors.
An astronomer and a romantic, Alaric, who saw in the stars metaphors for his loneliness. In 1842, during a total eclipse, he swore that the diamond ring around the moon was the spirit of his wife Eleanor, who had died giving birth. From that moment on, his telescope never ceased to aim at the sun, seeking to capture that eternal moment. Lady Eleanor, shrapnel scar on her cheek, hands hardened by the iron and mud of Balaclava, amid the roar of the Crimean cannons. Her silver medical kit, now stained with gunpowder and memory, held not only wounds, but the hidden truth behind a colonel's death. They say she swore to protect the secret, and that the oath still lingers within these walls. I thought I can, like, switch pages. Oh yeah. Lord Cedric, a man with a prominent nose and a wandering soul, whose steps traced paths where only blank maps had once lain. Cartographer to Queen Victoria, he devoted his life to naming the unnameable jungles that swallowed expeditions, rivers that erased borders and villages whose names only he remembered. His globe, now cracked by time and the salt of 1,000 seas, bears between its meridians the scars of a man who preferred to get lost rather than return. Lady Isolde. Is it Isolde? Isolde? I've probably heard that name out loud, I just don't. A pianist with ethereal hands and a drowned heart. After losing her beloved in the wreck of the SS Meridian, her nocturnes became unnamed requiems. Her final composition, Elegy in Blue, rests on the ebony music stand in the library. Its notes sketch waves that never kiss the shore, and it pauses, echoes the silence of rings never given. Why? Weird. So this is the young one, right? And he just wants the telescope. I'm just wondering who goes to all this work to lock a room like this.
The countess threw the housekeeper out in a fit of rage. In her haste, the housekeeper forgot one of her bags. What was it that unsettled the housekeeper enough to abandon her post so suddenly?
And leave stuff behind.
Lady Fordside, still seething, burned something in the fireplace.
My lady, I've reached a decision, though it weighs heavily upon my heart to sever the ties that have long bound me to this household. Since the reign of King William IV, my family has served Bloomsbury with unwavering loyalty and steadfastness, marked by discretion and a faithful execution of our duties. However, there are limits to all things, and of late, this house has been frequented by certain individuals whose presence is wholly at odds with the principles to which my lineage is so devoted. It is no coincidence that our family motto is Oblatus, signifying something offered or consecrated. We are vassals of an ideal, the custodians of the most deep-rooted traditions and the bastions of the eternal values of our nation. This house has forsaken all of this. And you will know the reason why. And you well know the reason why. Please do not concern yourself. I too understand why you have allowed this. Rest assured, I do not judge you harshly, just as I hope you will understand my reasons. As my family says, Fausta, best wishes, Joan
The
Barker.
housekeeper resigned. Seems something, or someone, troubled her greatly. Enough to break the long-standing family tradition tying her to this place.
Oh wait, he was on the globe. Went too far. Sorry, sir. He just wants to stare at the globe. He wants to stare at the telescope, which can I? I can't even stare out at the telescope. Rude. She just wants to stare at her music. And then her... She wants to look at her box. We did it. I don't think there was anything else out here to investigate. We did it all. We did it all. Is that a seahorse or a dragon?
This must have been some sort of private study. Lady Margaret and a young woman. I suppose it's Elodie.
I would guess it's
They
Elodie.
look happy. It was undoubtedly a better time.
Are you sure they look happy? Dear Lady Margaret, I'm writing to you as the attending physician of Ward 2 to provide an update on your daughter Elodie's progress. It is with great pleasure that I report her notable improvement. Elodie now confides that she no longer experiences dark thoughts. Most importantly, the nightmares have subsided, and she has begun to communicate more amicably, that's too many syllables, with her fellow patients, a crucial step in her recovery. Elodie has also asked me to relay a court request. She would like you to bring her amber necklace when you visit this Sunday. I'll continue to keep you informed of her progress.
Elodie was committed to a psychiatric facility. But this looks like the key to the main hall. Could be my way into the heart of the house. A British passport. Lord Fordside was undoubtedly a man of the world. An old pocket watch. It probably belonged to Lord Fordside, Lady Margaret's husband.
Nothing else to investigate in here? We are an investigator. A detective of high caliber. We've never made it this far. Oh. Let me in, let me in. Oh wait, no, I remember seeing this tree. This tree is so pretty. Should we do the thing? Screenshot. Here lies Elodie.
Here
Rest
lies
eternally.
Elodie. Rest eternally, beloved daughter,
Read it for me.
beneath the tree that once watched you grow. So this is where Elodie is buried.
Yeah. I like... It's... has an ivy growing around it, and... someone dug into it sideways, maybe? Who puts, like, a tree, though, in here? Dude, can you imagine? Dude, actually, where are all the leaves? There should be more leaf debris everywhere. Like, it should be a sludge of it. And what waters? How does this tree get water? Oh, I'm worried about this tree.
Layers of dried oil paint. The grand ship on the open sea.
Oh, wow.
Looks like the last painting Elodie was working on was of a ship at sea. The whole gallery is filled with maritime references. She seemed quite obsessed with it.
Look at someone screaming in the sky.
A man with his back turned, watching a ship go down. This door appears to lead out to the back garden. Locked with a padlock. I'll need to find the key. Looks like some sort of clue.
Trace the tree's journey from birth to decay.
Trace the tree's journey from birth to decay. Follow the path of the artist in a thoughtful display. Arrange the 4 stages and the door will obey. Unlock the path ahead as art lights your way.
Okay. Drawing room key. My lady, I must confess, never before has anyone requested something of this nature from me. I believe I am capable of the task, but I must inform you that you will require a significant sum. Certain parts will need to be specially crafted in the city, and I must first commission the necessary plans. What you are asking for is a piece of intricate engineering, but rest assured, there will be no more ingenious way to restrict access to certain areas of the house. What? She, like, did it? She's the one? If it pleases you, I propose to delineate the spaces as followed. Area A, private quarters. Area B, guest quarters. Area C, kitchen and servant quarters. I provided a sample mechanism for Area C, adhering to your original concept. I would greatly appreciate a prompt response so that I may proceed with ordering the remaining mechanisms. Oh my god.
Lady Margaret took special care to secure the house, restricting access to certain areas.
So she purposely made it, like, all of this, like... oh, wow. We got a code? We gotta find a 5-digit code. Can I rearrange my paintings yet? No. Another 5-digit code? Let's see, what's this? Follow the path of the artist in a thoughtful display. Arrange the 4 stages, door will obey. Unlock the path ahead as art lights your way. Look, it's a little sapling.
Some of these paintings are really dark and sinister.
Wow.
A young woman screaming in the middle of the darkness.
Yeah. Honestly, kind of cool.
This looks like Elodie's diary. Let's see what her last entry is.
Oh, peaky.
I'm absolutely over the moon. Walter has written to say he is coming. I met him at the Western Sanatorium, and we have grown so very close. He was there recovering from the trauma of a shipwreck, where he tragically lost his companions. By sheer luck, he was rescued, but not before spending an entire year on an island living amongst the natives. He truly is an adventurer. I'm so happy. Walter has finally arrived. I must admit, I am utterly captivated by him. I invited him to visit, and he gave me his word he wouldn't fail to come as soon as he was able to leave. And now he's finally here. I can scarcely contain my joy. It feels as though all the darkness has faded away.
Oh, they looked so in love. So happy. I
That's
wonder what became of Walter after Elodie died. Those poor souls.
Lord Fordside
Tragedy seems to have cast a long shadow over this family.
Damn it, it's not here. It's simply not here.
This must be the Countess's handwriting. What was she searching for? Looks like a commercial seaman's yearbook, listing ships and their crews. It's open to the pages under S.
Pages under S. Okay. I'm like, gonna knock them all sideways. Okay. We touched all the paintings. Which opened a door. Which button? Ooh, there's my button for my lamp.
A boarded up door. The access to the servants' quarters appears to be blocked for some reason. Something definitely happened here.
I bet it smells moldy in here.
These broken chairs. Someone must have hurled them to the ground with great force. Some of these tools have been bent, likely trampled over.
Oh, this one's
A
missing.
silver knife is missing, and it's nowhere to be found. Likely taken by the same person who caused all this destruction.
Can we take this? Hell yeah! We got ourselves a weapon.
It looks like this vase was shattered. Not just dropped, but smashed with intent.
Let's go break into the servants' quarter.
Looks like the crowbar is broken.
Well, that's rude.
Lady Margaret, after the death of her daughter, dismissed the staff and left the mansion.
Oh, a payment equal to 3 months' wages? With this gesture, your service to the household shall come to an end. She gave him 3 months' pay. After, like... She's like, ew, your guys' toilet's nasty.
A pair of blood-stained scissors stuck in the sink basin. Deeply unsettling.
Breathing? Someone's breathing.
No doubt. This is the cook's room.
Oh, recipe. Dude, it's all blurry. What do you mean we can't cook it? Sync up.
A doll pierced with an awl. A warning?
Weird.
The young maid was an avid fan of actor Valentin Rudolph. For a collection of posters from his films.
That's very cool. Oh, dear mother, I wish I could tell you that all is well and that I'm happy here at the countess's household. Mrs. Moore, the housekeeper, takes good care of me. Lady Margaret sees no one but her daughter. According to Miss Muir, we feared some kind of relapse and manners falling apart day by day. But the worst of it, mother, is that man, that dark. He lurks in the shadowy corners of the house where I'm cleaning or carrying out my task. Throws himself at me. He is incredibly strong. His great hand seized me and I feel completely helpless. At night I'm afraid to go to the lavatory. There, in the dim solitude, I feel watched by something wicked, and a deep spectral breathing leaves me frozen with fear. Only Mrs. Mura has listened to me. I believe she too understands that this man is a great danger, one that will sooner or later bring out about a tragedy. She and I are exhausted. Yours affectionately. Oh no. Chio's workplace harassment.
A backgammon board. One of the oldest board games.
Have you guys played backgammon before? I actually know how to play this game. I actually know how to play this game. I'm not good at chess, but I'll take you on some backgammon. Let's do it. Ew. What happened here? Ew. You're pretty good. We'll take each other on. Have a contest.
Miss Marva apparently knew her way around the tarot.
Devil,
What a dreadful
death,
spread.
the tower.
And what a chilling omen it revealed.
So some change.
Evil approaches. It will bring death and lay ruin to the house and all who dwell within.
Okay, they can mean that, but like wow, the way you're reading that is so dark. Whilst the installation of the new security system in the chambers of A and B is underway, the following have been established. Area B is 34982. I guess we should write this down. Oh, I still have a note here about getting Frank's Red Hot for my next spicy sauce that we try. Oh, and I also have Cocaine Bear here. That's also another suggestion. We're looking up something. 3, 4, 9, 8, 2. This is Area B. You've not played in years. I'd probably have to revisit the rules. I probably need to revisit the rules. I honestly haven't played a nice round of backgammon in probably like close to a couple decades. It's been a while since I've been at my grandma's and played it because she has a backgammon board. I don't own a backgammon board, so I don't play backgammon at home. But
Is there someone else in the house?
do we want to run
Who
from
the
that?
devil is that man? He had a knife. I'm completely in the dark here. I don't think he saw me.
He was walking straight towards us. What do you mean? Where'd he go? I think he saw us. It's one of those games like poker that make no sense to play for nothing. You have to play for money. I played it as a kid at grandma's every like Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July for years. I always went up against uncles and stuff. We had fun. We also played checkers. Checkers isn't that bad. I think there was also a chessboard, but none of us played the chessboard. Like, it would be there. And we'd get it set up. Oh, wait. Does it need to be up 1, 3, 4, 9, 8, 2? There we go. Well, no money. We would bet. I think we did, like, in candies. Like Skittles. M&M's. Which button was it? There it is. I was like, what button? Need light. Played for something? Yeah. Oh, we need another one.
Boarded up door. The question is, was it sealed before the murder? And why?
Who takes care of this tree? Someone's sweeping up its leaves. So there's no way it doesn't drop
This must
leaves.
be Walter Brandon's room.
Wow, look at that big chest.
A model ship.
The boat.
Mr. Brandon must have felt a deep yearning for the
Checkers
sea.
you're good at, chess you're okay. I understand chess, but I definitely, like, I know the basics. I can see a rook, and I know a rook. I know which way a rook moves. I know which way the horse moves. What is that, the bishop? Is the bishop? Oh, that's the knight. The knight is the horse. I know all the, like, which way they can move. but
An empty bottle.
it's not for
It
me.
smells of good rum. A compass and a sextant. Tools of a sailor. The diary of Walter Brandon. Perhaps it holds some clues about who he was
Oh, we're reading
and what
another
his
diary.
involvement in this case might be.
I like how we're reading everyone's diaries. Wait, we didn't read his diary. Why is there?
I am terrified that man has found me. I fear something dreadful is about to happen. Tonight as I awoke, I saw him, standing at the foot of my bed. I could not make out his face, but his knife. The gleam of its blade shone in the darkness. I sprang up suddenly, determined to confront this stranger. Grabbing the heavy candlestick from the nightstand, I hurled it with all my strength. He vanished into the dark.
What on earth happened? Did Walter also see the mysterious man with the knife? It's absurd. This occurred 20 years ago. Surely that man can't still be lurking about. Can he?
I mean, were you alive 20 years ago? I mean...
Coming here was a grave mistake. He has followed me, watching and lurking in dark corners, waiting to surprise me. I dare not tell Elodie. She would think the one thing I dread most for her to believe. I see him again from the window, watching me. His long hair and beard obscure his face, and he still holds that knife. He means to kill me.
I think he's nervous.
I am losing my faculties. It is best I return to the ship. Everyone seems to be conspiring against me. The housekeeper despises me, accusing me of misconduct. Perhaps I'm not a man of refinement, but I know what respect is. Yet this morning, as I woke from my rest, she was enraged with me. It was of no use to tell her I had slept peacefully. An external maid who comes to clean was crying and accusing me of having approached her in an unseemly manner. I would never do such a thing. I am a sailor, a man of the world. I know how to conduct myself.
I wonder if he doesn't remember what he looks like and he was just looking at himself. And he's the one holding the knife.
The last entry in the diary, dated the very night of the murder.
My beloved Elodie, why can you not believe this poor sailor who only wishes to love you? I have left everything behind. My ship, the sea, all my world, just to be by your side as you asked me to.
The mirrors are all broken.
Damn it. I can hear the man with the knife coming up the stairs from the hall. I need to hide.
Walter was terrified. What in the devil was happening here? It seems this trunk was all Walter owned. I should take a look at it. A photograph of Elodie. No doubt Walter cared for her deeply.
What's in here? Ooh, a key.
Looks like the key to the back garden. I better head back to the staircase gallery. Pretty sure I saw a door to the outside there.
Mm-hmm. Hat?
Seems I'm not the only one with a fondness for hats.
No, I guess we looked at all of it. I think we touched everything here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Next. Dude, starting
The killer
tomorrow,
likely fled through the rear door of the house.
I have a blue badge at my job now. I'm no longer contract. As of tomorrow, I am a direct employee. I have a raise going up to $35 a dues an hour. I can buy more video games. I can add more games to my backlog. It's insanity. I told my nephew I'll buy him a game or something. Maybe one of the more expensive ones he asks for. Sometimes he doesn't ask. He doesn't ask for good games. Sometimes they're bad. And then he gets it. And then he's like, it's not a good game. And I'm like, I told you. Calling it a night. Have a good rest. I will have a good rest. Thanks for stopping in, Pete. I'll see you around. Have a good time at work and all that good stuff.
At that old fountain in the garden. Now little more than a basin of stagnant water. One can still make out the faint impressions of bloodied hands. It seems almost certain the killer stopped here, in a hurried attempt to wash away some of the blood spattered across his body.
I'm surprised we're outside and that there's still blood on this. Hello, Kuzu, welcome in. How are you doing? We're checking out John Morley's last very bad day. It's his last case. Got our hands on this game. And I do love a good detective game. I'm just kind of like, didn't this murder happen like 20 years ago? We're doing good. Tomorrow I start direct at my current job.
Here's the missing kitchen knife.
My 6 months.
Undoubtedly the murder weapon.
I've gone from, why is there? For a second there I thought there was blood only on one side. Going from being contract to direct.
It's clear that the man who killed Elodie discarded
only
his
took 6
blood-stained
months.
clothing during his escape. Despite his injuries, the killer rid himself of anything that might incriminate him before fleeing the scene. The boots, the coat, even the knife. It's a chilling thought, but those very items remind me of the figure seen lurking near the manor. The same figure Walter Brandon spoke of with such dread. And perhaps the very one who was said to have harassed the maids.
I think it's Walter.
Mysterious presence was, in all likelihood, the murderer of Lady Fordside.
Dude. What the hell? Why is this in here? Trees gone sideways? Is that what that is? Anyways, let's grab
This
this.
ought to do the trick for that boarded up room upstairs.
We need
Just
that.
by Walter Brandon's room.
Wee, run. I don't think I can go anywhere else in here.
The gate still bears the macabre traces of that old tragedy, like a silent witness, pointing to the path taken by that murderous beast as he fled.
Is there anything else to touch out here? I don't think so. Let's go back in. Do I even remember where to use the one thing? No. Oh, it's right here. This is a lovely room. Not weird at all. To this day, 3 years since his disappearance, I still catch myself entering this room expecting to find him there, exhausted yet sleepless, laboring without pause, shut away for days on end without food or rest, carving his final dreadful and chilling masterpiece. With those eyes, mad, haunted, the same eyes that seem to afflict every Fordside heir without exception. The very same enigmatic, sorrowful gaze. I find myself recognizing more and more in Elodie's face with each passing day. The day I saw her, scarcely 3 years old, create her first drawing, I knew then she too was lost. I curse this wretched inheritance so steeped in misfortune. Tomorrow I shall take Elodie to the sanatorium. With therapy and a controlled environment, perhaps then she might begin to improve. I shall not allow the Fordside legacy to take Elodie from me as well. And then this one is the code for the other door. Gotta use that.
Unlabeled liquor bottles. The damp and the passing years have likely worn away whatever once marked them. There's a distinct scent of wormwood, the plant at the heart of absinthe. Thujone, its active compound, could provoke hallucinations. Visions said to come straight from the goddess Artemis herself.
They were drinking absinthe?
A sharpening wheel. Lord Fordside likely crafted his own chisels.
Has wings. Back around. Nothing to touch there.
Lord Fordside was a gifted artist, no doubt. But his work betrayed a dark and tormented soul. This unfinished fallen angel stirs in me a curious sense of unease, almost repulsion.
Are you sure it's an angel and not like demon? Okay, let's go over to this other side. We have another 1, 2, 5, 7, 4, 1. Hell yeah. Wait, are these the type of doorknobs that if I was like really just like didn't want to do that, I would have just removed the doorknobs? Look, there's screws there. I would have just grabbed a screwdriver and be like, fuck this lock. And just unscrewed the doorknob.
Him again. Who the bloody hell are you?
Hi, sir. Anyways, also, the hinges don't make sense. I was like, maybe we would just like unscrew the whole door, but knew he would disappear. Weirdo. Freak. What do you got for me? A pearl? Why, thank you.
This room looks like it belongs to a woman. Lady Margaret, perhaps?
Lady Margaret.
The bed is made. The countess hadn't yet gone to bed on the night of the murder.
I kind of like the bedspread. Kinda. I wonder if it feels soft, or if it's like a scratchy material.
It's a damn fine bottle of wine. No one in their right mind would open a vintage like this and leave it abandoned, unless something rather urgent interrupted the evening.
Well, maybe I would open it and leave it because I don't drink wine.
Seems Lady Margaret was reading in the chair that evening. The book's still open, right where she left it.
Someone smokes Lucky Stars.
This is a nightmare. I am deeply concerned for Elodie. The housekeeper has long been warning me about Walter. I have made some inquiries, and nothing is as it seems. Elodie remains blissfully happy with him in the house. I am at my wit's end. Since her return from the sanatorium, she has been positively radiant, a true beacon of light. They go out together and seem to have a splendid time. He appears very close to her. This is in stark contrast to the picture painted by the housekeeper, which is a complete contradiction. Last night I heard him scream. He seemed to be in the throes of a panic attack. I approached on tiptoe to the guest quarters, and then suddenly I was struck with terror. An insane, maniacal laughter echoed through the night. It did not sound like him. The following morning, Walter and Elodie went out to sail on the pond. Everything appeared normal, and he was the most charming he has ever been.
Something made of glass has shattered here.
Or cut. Oh?
Oh my God, what is that noise? It's coming from Elodie's room.
I should finish gathering all the clues from the countess's room before exploring other parts of the house.
What other clue is there? The game freeze? Oh no, here it is.
The fireplace tools, all knocked over on the floor. And unless my eyes deceive me, the poker appears to be missing.
Oh my God, Elodie!
Lady Margaret, quite agitated, grabbed the fireplace poker and rushed
All
toward
these
Elodie's room.
assumptions. Did she really? Are we following you, lady? I want to follow you running. I don't think there's anything else in here. Is there anything else to touch in here? I don't have any.
A key. Likely the one to Elodie's room. Lady Margaret lied to me. She hadn't taken any sleeping draught that night. She could have heard the attack and rushed to see what was happening. Why did she hide this from me?
She probably didn't want to remember.
The more I investigate, the more convoluted it all seems. I should head to Elodie's room to search for answers.
Already in Elodie's room.
There was a struggle here, clear as day. Not a clean break-in. The killer wasn't subtle. Photograph of Lady Fordside and Walter Brandon. If my memory serves me right, looks like it was taken at Westland Asylum.
Ew.
A pool of dried blood. There's no doubt now. This was the scene of the crime.
Wait. Is that music box or jewelry box floating? What else do we need to touch in here? Oh, the doll?
A rag doll, tossed on the floor.
It's sad.
I'd wager it used to sit neatly on the bed. Either it was knocked over in the scuffle, or perhaps Elodie dropped it herself in the panic. Judging by the sheer brutality of the crime, we can almost certainly conclude the killer was a man of considerable build.
If you say so.
Coat, found alongside the greenhouse knife, suggests that the mysterious figure seen loitering nearby may, in fact, be the very same individual who committed the murder. They say the killer always returns to the scene of the crime. But 20 years have passed. Why now? Let's attempt to reconstruct the events, just as they might have unfolded that night, and try to understand precisely what happened.
Ooh, we got tea.
A teacup on the bedside table. Elodie must have lain down that night, perhaps already drifting to sleep.
With your shoes on? Lady, why are your shoes on? Other green part? Oh, there it is. The lock broke.
The door's lock, completely broken,
Oh,
indicates
hi, sir.
someone forced their way into the room, likely startling Elodie awake.
Totally not wearing the same sweater as, like, what's his face.
Elodie tried to flee, but the killer cornered her near the vanity. She lost her balance and fell, breaking the dresser and chair.
Well, that sucks.
The killer dragged her to the bed against her will. In the struggle, one of the vases fell from the mantelpiece. On the bed, the killer stabbed her mercilessly, again and again, staining the sheets with blood.
That's rude.
That's when Lady Margaret arrived, striking the killer with the fireplace poker, knocking him away from Elodie.
Now what? Yeah, she doesn't look like she had a good time.
Wounded, the killer fled the scene, but it was already too late. Elodie was already dead.
Yep.
The old Bloomsbury mansion. It choked my thoughts. It had that kind of sadness that seeps into your bones like old damp, and that sudden abandonment, so clear before my eyes, looked like a sinister time capsule.
Look at those teeth. So angry.
One thing was certain. My next move was to dig up answers about the man with the knife, and about Walter Brandon, the sailor from Westland Asylum, an old forgotten sanatorium that, 20 years ago, was the scene of a meeting between Lady Fordside and that Brandon fellow.
Oh. Lament of the Forgotten. The old sanatorium loomed in the distance, silent and solemn, a monument to forgotten suffering. It stood like a sleeping giant, its walls steeped in the horrors of another age. John knew that crossing its threshold meant stepping into the labyrinth of the human mind, where the madness of some and the cold indifference of others had turned places like this into breeding grounds for nightmares. A creeping unease settled in as he neared the entrance, a whisper of dread curling at the edge of his thoughts, yet he pressed on. He needed answers, and he was certain the key lay waiting in the dark, or a certain they lay waiting in the dark. Not the key, they.
It was an ungodly hour when my battered car crept along the winding, shadowed road leading to
Battered?
the asylum.
The car all beat up? Why do you call it battered? Because it's like, say, a few years old. It's not the newest of the new.
Was disquieting.
Wow, that car's loud.
Forsaken for more than a decade. Remained illuminated. Was it some ancient emergency system defying the passage of time?
Are you just leaving your lights on, sir? Oh my god. Wow, this is interesting. A statue, but like they made it look like they're under the veil. That's interesting. What's over here? I'm leaving now. I've gathered all my belongings, but I see that yours are still here. I've had to return the key to the front entrance, but the passageway leading to the back courtyard remains. I've covered it up a bit, but I'm sure you'll remember where it is. The kitchen window was broken, and quite frankly, I don't believe anyone will come to mend it. Should be able to get in through there without any trouble.
So, there's an alternative entrance, hidden somewhere in the wall of the asylum.
No one's gonna repair anything?
The front door.
Let me in!
As expected. Nothing's ever straightforward, is it? I'll have to find another way in.
We already know. We're smart. Wow. That's a pretty big hole. Do they got big dogs? Doesn't sound like we're running on grass. That sounded like we were on an elevator.
It's pitch black in here. Looks like I've stumbled into what could be the kitchen.
Wait, do I got no lamp?
Damn it. The lantern. It's broken. I'll have to manage without it for now.
Okay, weird noises are weird. I don't know why he had to go and break his lantern. Oh, do we get this? No. A place of hope and healing.
May
Ooh.
1922. This letter was written half a year before Elodie's murder. It's possible she was still a patient here at the time.
Half a year before? They're just now throwing it away? In view of the escalating violence and incidents with this institution since the arrival of patient B3, we, the assigned feel it is our duty to express the following concerns on behalf of the sanitary support staff. Patient B3 requires specialized care and strict oversight, necessitating immediate confinement in the isolation cell. Access to shared or public spaces should be allowed only under supervision of 2 attendants equipped with tranquilizing injectables. The recent incidents have underscored grave deficiencies in this institution's security measures, revealing its unpreparedness to house patients with such a high degree of aggression. We strongly urge the hospital administration to implement decisive measures without delay. Should our concerns remain unaddressed, we will compel to escalate this matter to National Asylum Workers Union, which has been made aware of our grievances.
The nurses were genuinely concerned about the aggression of patient B03. Westland Asylum was a top place in its good old days.
Modern electrotherapy applications. Humane care. Electric therapy. Humane. Oh my god.
The girl? How is the girl?
You mean Miss Lady Fordside. Don't worry, that bloke didn't lay a finger on her. But you took quite a knock. This is going to smart.
Someone got hurt. Visitors must obey the rules. Keep silent in the ward.
Some basic rules.
Do not disturb the
quite
patients.
Necessary, I must say.
A place of hope. I kind of want to like lock it a little lower. Oh, I didn't do the thing. Oh, should we try VSync? Oh my god, kitty cat. You scared the shit out of me sometimes. Just running up in front of me. Nothing there. You know what? I think I want to actually turn you back up a little. Yeah. Okay, let's see about going into this office. Hello? Pursuant to the established protocols that regulations of Westland Asylum in preparation of the forthcoming annual report to the Board of Trustees, Dr. Lenore Chardonnat will retain custody of the patient records for a duration of 5 days. Members of the medical staff requiring access to these records during the interval are advised to direct their inquiries to Dr. Chardonnat's office between the hours of 9 and 3 p.m.
I need to find Dr. Sheridan's office.
We opened those for some reason.
We must formalize the admission of Miss Lady Fordside. I have her file here.
That girl? What do you think of her?
I don't quite know. She seems a good girl. I do hope she recovers soon.
I know what Dr. Mulder thinks of her.
Don't be wicked.
You cannot tell me you haven't noticed. Have you seen the way he looks at her?
Shh, hush now. Someone's coming.
That sounds gross.
This file cabinet is now empty. It probably held all the records of the inpatients.
Where's the phone? can't tell where the phone's ringing from. Hello? Who's calling me? Is it this phone?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Mr. Morley, is that you?
Lady Margaret?
Mr. Morley, I'm so relieved to hear your voice. I've been trying to reach your office, but I couldn't get through to anyone.
It's awfully late at night, Lady Margaret. How on earth did you know I was at Westland Asylum?
Well, I was already in bed, truth be told. But there was something on my mind. A vital detail I'd forgotten to mention.
Mm-hmm.
I called your office, searched for you at the mansion, and when I couldn't find you there, I assumed you might be investigating at the asylum.
I see. Very resourceful of you. Now tell me, what is this detail of such importance?
Oh yes, of course. I almost forgot. You see, the truth is, I'm afraid that you're not alone.
What the devil does that mean? Hello? Lady Margaret?
Is that all? You're not alone. Objection.
Hi there.
Are you making that pillow comfy, Charming? Charming's being a weirdo. Hello, Bob. Welcome in. Yeah, we're playing the last case of Bob. No, it's John, not Bob. But,
Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Meow. If his name was Bob, that'd be cool. We have too many Johns out there, honestly.
Is someone there? Damn it. I've got a bad feeling about this.
What's that up there? What? Did we just turn the elevator on? I think we turned the elevator on. Wow. This is a weird. Open door, cold to warm. Okay. Oh, what's this? They had a paper here. Yeah, 4 Johns. There's so many Johns and so many Michaels. Honestly, I think I only work with like 3 Johns. 3? 2. One of them just goes by J. Yeah, I think there's like 3. But Michaels, we have like a lot. A lot. So whenever someone talks about a Mike or like whatever, I'm all like, which one? And they're like, what? And I was like, Michelangelo, Mike, the beard, Michael Ryle, like, there's so many. There needs to be more Bobs. No, currently we don't have a Mike Myers. So, Thor's coming to lay down underneath. My ribs hurt. I don't know why. The Mike with the nice muscles or the lazy Actually, Actually, I don't think any of the Michaels are lazy. But if you're talking about Mike Myers, which Mike Myers? Austin Powers or the one with the thighs? All I can think of is Mike Myers is DVD, and you can I believe the Michael Myers where he's in the hospital gown, and so you call it Milky Thighs Myers. Milky Thighs Myers. Yeah, it's kind of funny being chased around and killed by Milky Thighs Myers. Oh, just standing there, staring at you. You turn and you look, and there's a guy standing there, just staring at you with his thighs out. And you're just like, Milky Thighs saves lives, yeah. He lotions his skin pretty well, I think. Or he just has surprisingly, moisturized skin without lotion. I have dry skin because of the thyroid. So I have to lotion. I have to oil. But it's not as dry as most people's skins. Well, some people have really dry skin. I don't have really dry skin. I just got dry skin. Due to the increasingly precarious state of the electrical network, which, as you are all aware, is far too aged and no longer fit for safe operation, and given the impending closure of the institution, the administration has no alternative but to suspend all plans for renovation. Accordingly, and in the interest of maintaining minimal functionality, one of the primary safety switches required for the activation of the electroshock therapy room has been installed in isolation cell B4. Effective immediately, cell B4 is to be decommissioned as a holding cell and repurposed as a maintenance storage room. Staff are to refrain from placing any patients therein and must ensure the room remains accessible to authorized personnel only. Okay. Awkward. When I get out of the shower, I need to moisturize. Yeah. Moisturize. What I think is funny is... Hi, Melliful, come in. We're a detective today.
The patient exhibits a disturbing duality. Episodes of unprovoked, nearly superhuman aggression, displaying raw, overwhelming physical force, and subsequent plunges into an eerie, profound apathy. His faculties appear suspended during these lulls, leaving him in a state of unnerving inertia.
Do they just do their reports where the patient can hear them? Does he just stand here and hit record and talk?
Treatment involves high doses of sedatives, potassium bromide or morphine, and a
The patient can hear this.
electroconvulsive therapy, alongside stringent restraints such as an anti-biting mask and, if required, an iron muzzle. Ongoing monitoring is maintained.
So in Doctor Who, one of the characters, her name is Cassandra, and she's nothing but skin. And she's always like, moisturize me, moisturize me. I don't know if you've seen that episode of Doctor Who. Beck, these doors are all falling apart.
Internal report. Patient B02. Mr. Norbert Clark. Persistent pyromaniac whose actions have repeatedly endangered both property and life. Despite his seemingly frail build, he harbors an alarming compulsion for fire setting.
Oh, really?
Exacerbated by intermittent episodes of disorganized thought and incoherent speech under duress. His unsettling, fictive gaze suggests the planning of covert schemes, amplifying his threat. To mitigate risk, he is isolated in a secure cell, thoroughly cleared of flammable materials. His management includes a regimented program of
I can't get in there.
To stabilize his manic and schizoid symptoms.
Manic and schizoid symptoms. Okay. So there's this open door, cold to warm. Blue, yellow, green, then red. I don't even know where blue is. Blue. Because this is yellow. We gotta find blue and green? Oh, wow. I don't like the sound of that. What happened in here? I don't think I ever want to be in an asylum. Would you ever go to an old asylum?
Miss Beatrice Maren, 28, reclassified after initial misidentification. Miss Maren presents with severe self-destructive behaviors. She engages in autosarcophagy, self-cannibalism that has markedly compromised her physical integrity.
She eats herself?
Ingests her own hair.
Oh, just her hair.
By deep psychological torment and overwhelming despair, leave her in a perilously fragile state. As a precaution, she is secured in a straitjacket and confined to an environment entirely devoid of any utensils or objects that might facilitate further self-harm. Her treatment protocol centers on the
She eats
administration
herself.
of potent sedatives to alleviate anxiety and curb these impulses, with ongoing monitoring.
If I'm going to the nut house and then come with you, yeah, we can do a road trip. Why not? What's holding that chain? Well, we found blue. And then yellow was next, and then green? Yeah. Yellow. Now where's green? Oh, life's too short to not see all the sights. We'll road trip it? Hell yeah. I know D-Tune, he does like a lot of like checking out asylums and like that sort of stuff. So in here, there's red. Where's green? Unless blue and yellow are making the green. Oh, there it is. Green. And then red. Did it work? It says open door, cold to warm. In order? Unless it's like blue, green, yellow, red. Is yellow more hot? Which door does this? That's yellow. Is yellow cold? I thought blue was cold. Red was hot. Maybe it's blue, green. Where was blue again? Blue was this way? Blue. Green. Yellow. Hey, look, it's staying down. Red. Now, I don't really keep track of all the weird places out there. All the different, like, asylum types. But we would need to go at night with no flashlights.
This room
Just
gives me the
saying.
shivers.
Yeah, this is totally therapy here. Yeah, this is humane. Transfer patient B3 to area M. Okay. Following several sessions of electroconvulsive therapy, the patient has shown significant improvement. Previous violent episodes have been entirely eradicated, and the patient now presents with profound state of apathy, characterized by emotional detachment and a notable lack of response. His interactions are limited to monosyllabic and utterances with no sign of aggression or emotional reaction. This behavior may be attributable to the intensification of treatment as well as a potential underlying psychological condition that we must continue to investigate. It is anticipated that with continued observation, the patient will gradually regain his ability to communicate and exhibit emotional responses. However, the complexities of the case should be taken into consideration along with the need for potential adjustments to his ongoing treatment. Given the control of the violent tendencies and the stabilization of his condition, it is deemed appropriate to transfer the patient to Area M, a less restrictive environment, though under strict supervision. Close monitoring is recommended to assess any potential changes in behavior, with a possibility of further adjustments to his medication. Did you want to run from him?
I need to hide. Quickly.
How about in here? How about in here? There, we closed it.
I can't hear it. Could it be gone?
Possibly. Do a check. He's like, no, hide. And it's like, why? What other doors did we need to go into in here? I don't remember all the doors I need to be able to unlock. Because I'm the worst. I don't remember getting a code. Oh, hell yeah. We're in. We got stairs. I think this might be like trying to be a horror game. I'm not a good judge on that. It did make me jump once. Matthew Garbray. Matthew. Actually, I don't think I'm currently working with a mat.
A cigarette case, with a bit of tobacco still inside. Clean water, an apple,
I know lots of
a
mats,
bit of
but I
bread,
don't think I'm currently working with
the
one.
food still fresh. A maintenance uniform, oddly well prepared.
Dude,
Not a speck of dust on it.
if we put that on, if
like
anyone sees
someone's
us,
been
they'll
coming
think we're
through
just
here.
maintenance.
Perhaps this is what Lady Margaret meant in her call. Or was she trying to warn me about something else?
Maybe. Wait, can we go further up? Looks like we can. I kind of want to check. Whee! Let me in. Wait. Is this just like a little landing? Weird. Why would you do this? Why would you build this? What? Confused why that's built. Dr. Straussend. Straussend? Mail rooms. Mails rooms. Mails rooms. Mails rooms. I don't like the two of those words next to each other. Mails rooms. It's not proper. What's with all these locked doors?
I'd rather not go through there. Looks ready to cave in at any moment.
Yeah. I wonder if, like, I should have written down, like, patient numbers or something. Because, like, what do you mean there's code? Whoa, this one's missing a whole thing. It's dark. I'm knocking shit over. Well. Dr. Sheridan's
office. This is where I'll find Elodie and Walter's records. Wait. No, it can't be. There he is, in the photo. Dr. Sheridan in the center. And right next to him,
it's him. The book.
The man with the knife. That wild mane, that unkempt beard, it's unmistakable. But what's he doing here? And he's holding a book. I need to get to the library.
Gotta read that book.
Record. Patient at the sanatorium.
Ooh. Was here for a year? Patient registration number 2546. Reason for admission: Miss Lady Fordside was admitted to this asylum upon directive of her mother, Lady Margaret Fordside, a notable benefactress of this institution. The patient exhibits a persistently low mood, a tendency towards social withdrawal, and recurrently negative thoughts. Lady Fordside expressed concern over the risk of patient engaging in self-harming behavior. Preliminary observation: during the initial evaluation, the patient displayed a withdrawal posture. The lady responds, why am I yawning? Inconsistent avoidance of eye contact. She reported feeling trapped in a constant state of oppression and described a persistent sense of unease, though she refrained from providing further detail. Her condition necessitates close observation and a progressive therapeutic approach to monitor and assess any changes. Hereby, the admission of Miss Fordside to our institution is formally recorded. A detailed follow-up of her progress shall be maintained.
Nothing of interest here. Strange.
Mail time.
Melody's record was easy to find, but there's no sign of anything related to Walter Brandon. Something doesn't add up.
Here's our mail. It never fails. It brings a smile. Yeah. What is it? Here's the mail. It never fails. Why can't I remember the rest? Oh my god. I used to sing it all the time. Mail time. First and foremost, I must acknowledge the commendable results you have achieved with recreational reading therapy. It is evident that escapism and the avenues offered by literary fiction has contributed significantly to alleviating the anxieties of our patients. However, I regret to inform you that one of your patients, Miss Elodie, will no longer participate in your reading sessions, given that she is the daughter of the esteemed Miss Margaret. I deem it unsuitable for her to associate with certain individuals whose questionable moral standings may have adverse effects on the delicate mind of the young lady. It is best that she be kept apart from such influences. Therefore, I am relieving you of any responsibility for her care, and I shall take over the management of Miss Lady Forsythe's treatment from this day forward. I have already communicated this decision to her mother. I trust you will understand the necessities of this change. Dr. Mulder. I do believe Mulder was the doctor that the nurses were talking about that looked at Miss Elodie weird and gross. Questionable morality. Don't make me laugh. Frederick, what truly eats away at you is the fear that those bad influences might actually be too good for her. What is you truly aspire to? A seat among the nobility, perhaps? You're a pathetic hypocrite, consumed by your own ego.
What was that noise? Sounds like something just came crashing down.
Yeah, it did. What the fuck? I literally have no idea, though, where it came from. Okay. I did not know this game's a horror game. We're not climbing this, are we? Stuff done collapsed and you're just climbing shit? Oh my god. Okay. I'll let you stand there. I don't think there's anything in here for me to investigate. Is he done? I... The surgery wing, maybe? The books you requested are now available in the archive. You may pick them up at your convenience. Here's the entry code. Entry code 89981. This is for the archive. Man, we can't move that door out of our way. We have to go all the way around like this. I mean, honestly, you should probably take like that saw at least. For safety. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Gesundheit.
Impossible. Locked locked as well.
Wait, this is where we came from.
It's locked. Without the key, I won't be able to access the upper floors.
Well, we got the archive one. 8, 9, 9, 8, 1. For the psychology test, use the... Oh, we're doing an E-plot test. The patient will not be able to obtain information about their evaluation unless their therapist deems it appropriate. Plate 1. What the fuck? 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay. Key box. 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. That is 8. You a robot? Today's code, open the key box. The moth. Today's code is the moth. Number 4. 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. We're smart. The lift key. It's the only thing in there. Cool. We can go ride the elevator. We got the elevator. Yeah. Let's go in. -1. We'll go down first. Do I have to unlock each door? Okay, it's open. Floor 1. We're just opening everything. Dude, this is the safety of this? Like... Well, keep your hands and feet inside the elevator. This is dangerous. Oh, I already forgot where we parked. I know we left our lights on, though. The lights are on. I think we've already investigated all these rooms. Oh. Okay. Someone's art therapy room. Do you like how it tried to scare us? I don't have codes for that. Here's the mail it, never fail. It makes me wanna whack my tail. That's how it goes.
Patient recording, Lady Fordside, February 3rd, 1922. Daily record number 23. Let us begin. How are you feeling today, Miss Fordside?
I feel well.
Elodie, we have discussed this before. If you do not tell me how you truly feel, we will make no progress.
I feel a little sad, perhaps. I am alone here. I miss my mother and having company. So much time with nothing to do makes me think of things I do not wish to think of.
I see. Listen, Elodie.
Oh, wow.
I believe you are looking at this the wrong way.
He's getting so close. You recommend remember the Blues Clues lyrics and then the achievement unlock sound played. I did!
You were to focus on possibilities. Your outlook would change entirely. A young, beautiful woman such as yourself should look to the future with excitement. Think of all the adventures that lie ahead. Your family, your career as a painter. Perhaps even finding a man. A man of good standing. One who could protect you from your demons.
A man?
Tell me, Elodie, is there no man who stirs your heart?
What in God's name do you think you're doing?
Miss Fordside, you may go. We shall continue later.
Very well.
Have you lost your mind? Where is your professionalism?
Do not presume to judge
I
my
love fruit
methods with your
roll-ups.
oh so
All of fruit
righteous
roll-ups.
reading therapy.
Any mashed fruit in a flat form is delicious.
Patient, Dr. Mulder, and she is mentally unwell.
Listen, Ferdinand, stay out of my affairs, and I shall stay out of yours. Or have you forgotten which one of us is the director of this institution?
I like it when they mash the fruit into flat
If I ever
things,
witness such a scene again,
and I can enjoy it.
remain silent.
Damn fool.
Dumb fool. Well, confirmed. Dr. Mulder is a gross, disgusting man. And we did remember the song. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. Right? Do you wag your tail? Ooh, the library.
The Adventures of Walter Brandon, the intrepid captain of the Stella Maris, braving the treacherous South Seas. What in the devil does this mean?
When Captain Walter Brandon in his sloop is caught in the midst of a violent storm, seems his fate is sealed, but by some miracle he manages to survive, clinging to a splintered spar from his wrecked vessel. After enduring a long ordeal at sea, he washes ashore on a distant island, where he will live for many months and encounter no end of wild adventures. Wag your tail when you're happy. Yeah. Wag it when you're bored. Yeah. Wag it. We have signs at work that, like, we got whip racks. It just says whip racks, WIP, and all I can think is whip, nay nay, like the song, or whip it good. Every time. Goes through my head, one or the other goes through my head every time I look down and I see the sign that says whip racks, and I just like whip it good. Internal note on patient organization and cataloging. For the swift and proper cataloging of patients, a system of labeling is employed. System of labeling is employed in which each patient is assigned a number corresponding to the room they occupy. The passcode to access each patient's cell is the discharge number assigned upon admission. This number must be consulted in the admission register or in the individual patient record. Should a patient be transferred to another location within the institution, their cataloging will be amended according to the new room to which they are assigned. Patients classified as dangerous, whether themselves or the others, are housed in a basement in specially adopted cells designed to ensure their isolation and safety. This area is designated as Area B. The ground floor contains the common areas of the establishment, such as the kitchen, dining hall, and administrative office, where matters relating to paperwork are handled. Small first aid room and the archive, containing all records and documents pertaining to staff inmates, are also located here. The doctor's office is situated on the second floor, which is the designated area for medical care. However, an exception is made for the office of Dr. Mulder, the director of the sanatorium, who occupies the third floor. On the second floor, one will also find the rooms of male patient Area M and female patients Area F. It is important to note that the attic, which was previously used as a recreation room and for therapeutic activities, has been permanently closed due to its unsuitable and unsafe structural condition. It is falling apart. The system of organization and cataloging has been designed to maintain proper control and safety of all inmates, as well as to ensure efficiency in the management of various sections of the asylum. Oh. We have almost everyone unlocked. Oh, the knife man. I'm sorry, but he looks like him. Like a coat on. He also looks like the guy on the front of that book. Dr. Mulder, I don't like him. Oh, are these all the things, are clues that we're finding? Oh, cool. Yeah, see, he looks like the guy on the front of the book. Now me whip. Why? Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay nay. Right? It's that whole. I get that part of the song stuck in my head. In the shadows of forgotten myth lies the story of Psyche, the soul herself, driven by a longing to reunite with her lost love. Cupid, also known as Eros, god of love, desire, and irresistible attraction. Her path leads downward into the depths of the underworld. There she must retrieve a golden box, said to contain a trace of Persephone's beauty. Persephone, goddess of spring and fertility, and yet also the somber queen of the dead. But Psyche is warned, do not open the box. Still, hope is a dangerous thing. Perhaps she believed that a touch of divine beauty would make her worthy again in Cupid's eyes. Perhaps it was simply curiosity, that old companion of tragedy. She opened the box, but there is no beauty inside, only darkness. A deathly sleep seeps out, wrapping her in silence. Her body falls still, suspended between life and death. And so she enters the hidden kingdom, the realm of madness. Well, there she goes, opening the box. Final patient 1365 has returned the book. Every time they borrowed it, it takes a month to bring it back. When it's not him, it's that girl. I can't even imagine how many times they've read it. But there are other patients who also requested it, and I've made the decision to take it off the shelf and place it under the custody of the one who opened the golden box. If you only ask for it, will be there. Under the one who opened the golden box? Psyche? Psych? Womp, womp, womp. Womp. Womp, womp. Womp, 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 womp. History. Biography. Oh, we've already, like, looked at it. Alone. Patient 1365. Hmm. Where was it originally? Are we done exploring in there? Dr. Moeller. Ah, shit. I don't know your code. Let me in. What's Dr. Muller's code? We need codes. Give me codes. To the attic. Hands and feet inside. What do you mean? Hello? It won't let me in. Back here? I think the one doctor, though, there's Moeller and Mulder, right? Dr. Sheridan. Oh, there's a Dr. Mulder. He's the dick. Mulder is the one that touching the Elodie. You know, he's 42. He's being a weirdo to Elodie. And there is a Moeller. There's a Dr. Moeller on top of Mulder. Anyways. Weird times are happening in here. This one only has like 4. I do have a code that's 2... That one has like... There's 3 rooms here that need codes. Can I go this way? I know you said you don't want to, but I think you should. He says he doesn't want to. This place is very dangerous. I think we fully investigated this guy's office. Patient registration number 2546. 2546 is Elodie. That's the code I used. We gotta figure out where we gotta go next. Because I know nothing. Purity? Oh, like once you climb it once, you can't climb it again. Should we go back to the library? Maybe there was something on that book?
The Adventures of Walter Brandon, the intrepid captain of the Stella Maris, braving the treacherous South Seas.
So the last loan was
What
patient
in the devil does this mean?
1365. Last patient was 1365. Oh, it's saying we've unlocked another clue. I wrote that down now. Boop. Can I open the box though? Someone give me a box to open. They borrow the book for like a month at a time. If they're trying to pass notes using that book, their notes, they're not passing it like very fast. We need numbers, 5-digit numbers. We've already listened to that. I mean, we could probably hit play again. No. Yeah. What do we need to do? I can't go through there. Oh no, did I get stuck? Oh shit. Oh shit, we got stuck. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And we can't jump. Fuck. Dude. Eldrinox, we got stuck. So no. Oh shit. Do I just reload the game? It's fine. Where are we? We're in the collapsed area. Got all this. We just didn't climb straight up that. Like, no hesitations. How are you doing, Eldrinox? Welcome in. Like this. 89981, which we wrote that down. That's like the getting into the archive. We're now trying to figure out where else we need to go up in here. Look at him, look, he's just standing there. See you, sir. Yeah, we've been doing well. Tomorrow, depending on if you're in the future, today, we are going to be blue badge at my job. So I'm going from contract to direct, and I will be getting a raise. I'll be going up to $35 an hour. Just a little $35 an hour. More money for games. More money for games. Is there anything under here? We're a detective. We're fully investigating. I know, it's totally awesome. It's like, hell yeah. Dance. Woo woo woo.
Impossible. Locked as well.
We've already come in through. This is where we came in through. That is all collapsed. Ooh, someone's hand?
Handprint. Someone injured must have leaned against this wall.
Was it you, sir? Were you the injured one? We've already read that. We've already been in Noir. Oop. We'll call the elevator. Ding! Fries are done. Ding! Fries are done. Okay, so it looks like our autosave was before we opened the archive. Oh, sad. What, 8 again, right? Yeah, we were here. It says moth. So the clue is moth, which is that, which we've already written down the Morse code of it. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. The key box, and it has literally 1 key in it. And only 4 like lists in there. So it has like, oh, plates. Wait, we never opened that. Oh, that was weird. Is there anything else I can open and touch? I can't even squat up in here. This is where they were talking about Dr. Mulder being a weirdo. Which we do agree. There's mail like everywhere. Let's see. We got the lift key. Ding! I think 2? We're getting hungry. What you up to today, Eldronox? Are you gonna do the work thing? We're gonna do the work thing later. We're gonna do the work thing. We gotta be careful in this room. You get stuck over there. I did not like that. Not walking over there this time now. Art therapy room. Merry Christmas from your friend at Kevin Train? Anyways, watch this. Did that scare you? Those buckets, we just watched them populate in. Dr. Moeller, let me into your office. Been relaxing most of the day. So good. Reading and watching any good shows? Or has it been like meh? We've already listened to this.
Patient recording, Lady Fordside, February 3rd, 1922. Daily record number 23.
This was gross.
Let us
Oh,
begin.
I think I know what I want.
How are you feeling today?
Cottage cheese with pineapple.
Elodie, we have discussed this before. If you do not tell me how you truly feel, we will make no progress.
You're watching Supernatural? I made it up to the Leviathan stuff and I hated it. And then I stopped watching.
Time with nothing to do makes me think of things I do not wish to think of.
I see.
I don't know why I hated the Leviathan and stuff. Like it literally had me like just stopping watching.
Instead of dwelling on what you call dark thoughts, you are to focus on possibilities. Your outlook would change entirely. A young, beautiful woman such as yourself should look to the future with excitement. Think of all the adventures that lie ahead. Your family, your career as a painter. Perhaps even finding a man of good standing. One who could protect you from your demons.
A man?
Tell me, Elodie, is there no man who stirs your heart?
What in God's name do you think you're doing?
Miss Fordside, you may go. We shall continue later.
No man, any man who stirs your heart.
Where is your professionalism?
Do not presume to judge my methods with your oh-so-righteous reading therapy.
Methods? The entire hospital is whispering about you. She is a patient, Dr. Mulder, and she is mentally unwell.
Listen, Ferdinand, stay out of my affairs, and I shall stay out of yours. Or have you forgotten which one of us is the director of this institution?
Do as you please, but if I ever witness such a scene again, I will not remain silent.
I will not remain.
Damn fool.
Pineapple, 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 pineapple. Boop, 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 boop. And rinse the can out. Coming. I had to tell the book to go to bed. Big plate. Cottage cheese. And pineapple. Do you have a favorite season of Supernatural? I've done all of that. Don't see anything else populating. Nothing there. This was this. You read this. Patient 1365. I keep borrowing the book. And then you read this. It talks about the person who opened the box. And then you talk about this is the patients, their the passcode to access each patient's cell is the discharge number assigned upon admission. And then this is touching this book.
Walter Brandon, the intrepid captain of the Stella Maris, braving the treacherous South Seas. What in the devil does this mean?
And there wasn't really anything else to touch in here. Like I tried. Someone's wheelchair. I wonder if I missed, like, something somewhere. have any other numbers written down. Unless I want to try like patient numbers. 1365. Would it be 13 6? No. I don't have a to be in Dr. Miller's office. There has to be something we're missing, right? Oh. Oh, you can actually like fall down. Let's see. This is Sheridan's office. This is where we learn, what's his face? I feel like he's holding a different book, though. 2546. I'm gonna get some pineapple and cottage cheese. It's so good! It's so good! And then these. I don't know what the beginning number is supposed to be. And these are all the mail rooms. And that's that doctor's office. Did I miss something in here? The West Wing. That's to those stairs. I think it's funny that when you're like right there, it makes a noise. What are we missing? I don't know what we're missing. Because we look at like our notes. She was admitted because of dark thoughts. Electrocution. Patient B3 got electrocuted. No records for Walter Brandon because Walter Brandon's a fake person. A strange call from Margaret. And then Walter Brandon. The last recorded patient was 1365. I wonder, is the code supposed to be able to open? It did open this one. Oh, it's a ship.
A ship's old helm, tied to the bed, as if it were the quarterdeck of a vessel.
The room's gross. Dear Walter, there is something about you that I cannot ignore. A quiet strength, a resolve that feels unshakable. The thought of all you've endured fills me with the kind of admiration I can scarcely put into words. You are unlike anyone I've ever met. And yet, I wonder if you sense it too. Those stolen glances, the way time seems to pause when our eyes meet. Perhaps it's nothing, or perhaps it's everything. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the night watchman rarely checks the attic on weekends. Some evenings, during those quiet moments before we're all sent to bed, I'd like to slip away and wander up there. There's a peculiar stillness in that place, a kind of peace I find nowhere else. Tonight at 7 sharp, I think I'll take one of those little walks. Perhaps I'll find the calm even sweeter. Oh.
This must be the key to the attic. Let's see where it leads.
Why'd that sound different?
The hospital screen is positioned like the sail of a ship. Stella Maris. That was the name of the ship captained by Walter Brandon. This room is the room of a madman. The entire space is arranged as if it were the deck of a ship. Did that man truly come to believe he was a character in an adventure book?
Yes. Let's go to the attic. We got an attic key. Boop. Here we go.
Looks like Elodie found herself a little hideaway to keep practicing her dark craft.
That's kind of a nice painting.
Powerful drugs for depression. Anxiolytics. The girl improved, but it seems the doctors were baffled by her mind. Elodie found painting, and with it, a way to spill the shadows that crawled through her mind.
Our island.
A pair of scissors and a comb. Elodie put in real effort to make him fit the mold of her ideal hero.
Hair on the chair, strands on the floor. This is where the transformation took place.
She remade patient 1365 in the image of her most secret longings.
Changed his image.
Their secret hideaway. Like two reckless teenagers, they started a romance, hidden from the prying eyes of doctors and nurses. An alarm clock.
Most like they use it to slip
Most
back to the
likely,
second
they
floor.
used it to slip back to the second floor
Oh,
before
there you
anyone
go.
noticed they were gone. Yet, for a while, they managed to keep their affair in the shadows, far from the eyes of doctors and nurses.
Okay. This is the female ward now? Oh,
The
hers
room
looks...
has been decorated to resemble some sort of island in the South Seas. Of course, I should have guessed. She pulled him into her world. Elodie created Walter Brandon. A draft letter, scratched out and full of corrections.
Is it? Do not worry. Everything is in place. I know it won't be easy, but it is crucial that you take the first step. Once they grant you your discharge, everything will change. I'll be ready to follow you the moment you are out in a safe place, far from here. When you speak with the doctors, I want you to repeat the words I've told you with conviction, as though they're the only thing that matters. The shadow is gone. It has vanished. You are now fully yourself once more. Tell them you regret everything that happened, that you cannot understand how you acted in such a way. Speak of how you have found peace in a reading, and you now wish to live more serenely with purpose. Make them see that the shadows no longer exist, that the darkness has completely faded. They must believe you are free. I know this is not entirely true, but I'm certain that with effort you can control the shadow. You must do it for us, for what lies ahead. They do not see you as you are. They only see you as a mere piece of their game. We shall show them that they have no control over our fate. Once you are free, I shall request my discharge as well. My place will be with you, and together we shall make our way to the Bloomsbury Manor. I love you, and I know that as soon as we will be free, this will all be behind us, and everything we've dreamed of will begin to come true.
She goaded him into leaving the sanatorium. That man was desperately ill. But Elodie's selfishness outweighed what little sense she had. She pushed him too far.
It has been some weeks since you requested a private session. As both your physician and your friend, I find myself troubled, unable to cast aside the thought of a solitude you spoke of those weeks past, solitude of which you have not since uttered a word. These days, burdened as I am with duty, I shall be confined to my office until the late hours of the night. Should you at any moment feel the impulse or the need for company, do not hesitate to visit me. The code to enter my office is 39124, Dr. Mulder.
This letter. At the very least, it's highly inappropriate.
Okay, I guess we go back up. Now we gotta go try to get into Mulder's office. I don't think there's any other way to go around here, is there? Mm-mm. Did they misspell his name on his office door? His name is Mulder, but I think when we go and look at this one over here, it says Mueller. I think they misspelled it. I think that's their way of being like, dude's a dick. And then every time he goes to get it like remade. Oh.
Patient number 1365 returns after an absence of 4 months. He's in a state of utter disorientation, perspiration pouring off him, and good heavens, there's a severe wound to the skull. His clothes and hands are covered in blood, and it doesn't appear to be his own. He cannot recall his name, nor anything that's happened during these past months. Seems to have found his way back here more by some strange instinct than by memory itself. The personality once known as Walter has vanished entirely, as has the entity we refer to as the Shadow, though given his nature, I cannot say with certainty it isn't still lurking beneath the surface.
Is Dr. Morley Walter?
We've treated cases of dissociative identity before, but never one such as this. His appearance, his voice, even his build and weight change quite drastically. Now he looks frail, gaunt, empty, as though there's nothing inside, as though he were but an empty shell, waiting to be occupied. His condition calls for far stricter supervision. This institution is no longer equipped to care for him. I am ordering his immediate transfer to St. Dymphna Hospital. Dr. Former, a specialist in matters such as this, will take him under his care. As I near the end of my tenure as director, I must see this case brought to a decisive close. The blood upon his hands, the emptiness in his eyes, all point to an act of the gravest kind. One his mind appears to have erased entirely. God help us, if the Shadow should ever wake again.
So it seems Walter came back to the sanatorium of his own accord, though he was utterly incapable of recalling what he'd done. They moved him to St. Dymphna's Hospital. Could he still be there after 20 years? What became of him? I'll have to follow this lead.
The visit to the old sanatorium had left more questions than answers. The pieces didn't fit scattered. Fragments of a puzzle missing its center. That one elusive detail, the thread that could unravel everything, remained just out of reach. Perhaps the modern hospital held the final clue. The last chance to shed light on the mystery still shrouding the death of Lady Fordside.
That man returned to the new sanatorium, remembering practically nothing. Maybe it was the wound Lady Margaret left him. Or maybe his mind shattered and never came back after what happened that night. As for me, I was hired to find the one who killed Lady Fordside, and my intuition told me they were still there, in the depths of St. Dymphna. I sensed that the end of the road was waiting for me in that place.
We've been to St. Dymphna's Hotel. Do you remember? Wait, I may have only streamed that on YouTube when I played St. Dymphna's Hotel.
I'll saunter in through the front door as if nothing's amiss. I'll need to find another way in.
Do we want to use the staff door then? That's not working. What the hell is going on over here? Oh, we're going in through a window? This isn't sus at all.
It's locked.
I stored the copy of the dispensary keys you requested in the storage room file cabinet. Liza or Liza.
It's locked. The night shift nurses are behind this door. I need to find another way into the hallway to the rooms.
Wait. There's not many places to go. We found the keys. I was like, what? We found keys. We just needed keys. I don't think you want that. I don't think you want that. Murder Cafe? No. I can't understand. Oh. Yeah, cool. I would have been worried that it would like make draggy noises. Room 25? Wait, isn't this our room?
John Morley and the case of the red shoes. What the devil does this mean?
Dude, this is your fucking room.
Lady Margaret.
That fateful night, I was startled by the noise. Those wretched cries of agony from dear Elodie. I rushed to her chambers, and there you stood, stained with the blood of the one soul I cherished above all others in this world. The housekeeper had warned me, but I turned a deaf ear. Elodie was finally happy, even amidst your incessant bouts of volatility. Yet, with the passage of time, your demeanor darkened. More and more frequently, that sinister presence lurking within you began to surface, each appearance more violent than the last. Elodie no longer gazed upon you with the starry-eyed affection of a smitten young woman. The atmosphere in this house grew suffocating, fraught with an unbearable tension. That very afternoon I spoke with her. She had resolved to end your engagement. You seemed, or so I dared hope, to have accepted it with grace. But that night, that very night, you ended her life in the most savage manner imaginable. I threw myself upon Elodie, desperate to save her. But alas, it was far too late. Months later, I learned you had returned voluntarily to the sanatorium. I sought answers and immersed myself in understanding the afflictions that plagued you. Dissociative identity disorder, they called it. A condition in which one might host multiple identities, each vying for dominion over the body. But the man confined in that bleak institution was not the shadow, not the fiend who had stolen my daughter. No, he was but the shell, the hapless vessel. And I yearned to find the true culprit, not the facade, the murderer himself. Thus I devised my plan. I came to visit you, and just as Elodie had done, I crafted a new role for you, a new identity to inhabit. I brought books, personal artifacts, penned letters as Penny. I leased an office and prepared every detail meticulously, down to the smallest thread, for your return as John Morley. Everything had to be flawless. And why, you may ask? To make you remember, to awaken the shadow, to summon forth the murderer from the abyss of your fractured mind. John Morley is a good man. Walter Brandon was a spirited young sailor, brimming with love for Elodie. But the shadow was a merciless, unrepentant killer. I wanted to destroy the murderer who had stolen my daughter. But I could never bring myself to harm an innocent man. My obsession, my singular purpose, was to awaken the shadow.
Oh. She killed him. Was anyone surprised that John Morley was Walter, the Shadow? Hi, Eldronox. You got it? You missed the shot. Literally just happened. Well, while that plays, look at this. Look what I got. I spent like $5 for this. It's like a little kind of a thicker, but join the team. We build shit. Now hiring buff dudes and tough guys. Work includes construction and occasional head busting, but we pay pretty well. Majima construction crew. Hell yeah. Little billboard. I need to put this somewhere. I kind of love it. I know, right? Really good $5. Good spend. Join the team. I need to put this somewhere, maybe on the wall back there, but then you won't really see. The further back it is, if it's on the wall over there by Kerr, you kind of will see it, but you won't know. If I put it back there, I just need to, like, maybe hang it. Just right here. I'll just have this hanging from here. Or maybe on this side. Have it hanging. I hang it from the ceiling and it just hangs right here. I just have to, like, not knock into it every time I go in and out of my chair and stuff. It'll be fine. Honestly, I'm really tempted to look for the scene, or maybe replay the game to that point. We get to where the constructions, they sing the Majima song, and they do all of that, and then like have that, and then have like a redeem or some kind of like thing, like a command, and we can enjoy the Majima construction crew song whenever we want. I also want to get the scene when Majima goes into the fighting ring and the fire's all coming up and shit. That scene was fire. We need to see that scene more often. We need to get back to the Yakuza games, but we're still working through Persona 3 right now. We did just finish John Morley, so we get to add this game to our finished list. Where's that put us on our list of finished games? Let's see. Where are you? Finished games in 2025. Oh, we're at 33 finished games. Okay, well, I just added that to our list. The last case of John Morley. It was like his first and last case. He had one case. He did it though. Bum, bum, bum. We should probably, I think on the YouTube side, we'll go ahead and end the YouTube stream because that was the John Morley stream. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye. Thanks for being here. I hope you liked John Morley. Walter. John Walter. Walter John. Yeah, he was a good guy. Not really. He killed someone. Goodbye, YouTube.